Hello everyone, this is NTom64.
This is THD.
And this is X-Gamer Richy.
And welcome to the HellfireComms playthrough of Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. This is my favourite Layton game. No, not just because of the tea brewing and giving out minigame. That's a good reason for it. That puts it in the top 10 right away. But I just love it all. I like the story. I like the characters. Well, yeah, it's the tea brewing minigame, let's be honest here. But I also feel it's a very well-crafted game, and a pretty good follow-up to Curious Village as well. And just before we get into the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, Richy, you're a Layton bro. How did you feel going into your very first Layton sequel?
I loved it. I was very, very happy that there was a Layton sequel. I mean, it was a bit of an odd one for me because my first ever real proper experience of Layton was basically the end game of this game. And that was what persuaded me to actually get the series. And then that Christmas, I got Curious Village and Pandora's Box, and basically played them one after the other. And it was a wonderful experience, and I'm so happy I did it. Because I've been a Layton nut ever since.
Yeah, I think the only Layton games I haven't played are probably the mobile ones.
Yeah, same here.
Dubious in canon, if you will. And, yeah, Helldragon, you haven't played any of the later games, have you? You're more of a passive kind of fan.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I haven't really played the games because, the whole puzzle focus really isn't my thing. But I've always loved, like I've said in Curious Village, I always loved the story, the characters. You and I both watched the movie together. I really enjoyed that. So I kind of, like you said, I prefer observing it as it plays out. But it's still always a treat to kind of, see how the mystery plays out and how all the clues fall into place. That's really good for me.
We're going for 100% in this playthrough, much like in our Curious Village run, and much like in Curious Village, the story just starts off immediately. There's a term for that, isn't there, Richy?
In medias res.
There you go.
I just have this sneaking suspicion that they're on the train to Hogwarts, and this is going to actually be a completely different game.
Oh, Professor Layton and the Philosopher's Stone. Good stuff.
Dude, you joke. You joke, but I would fucking pay to see that. That would be rad, and you know it.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Professor Layton and the Eternal Diva essentially was Professor Layton and the Philosopher's Stone. It was just more the Philosopher's City, perhaps?
Yeah, and I guess you could say Chamber of Secrets was any number of the games.
The answer is out there, Luke, but I just need to find it.
I mean, perhaps Pandora's Box is probably the closest one to Chamber of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, none of them really quite match up, because obviously, how the hell are you going to match Professor Layton to Harry Potter other than the fact of, it's the UK.
Yeah.
And it's a slightly fantastical world.
Once again, it's doing the whole pen pal angle, and I still love this. I still love how what essentially Luke is going to do is write you, HFC, a 40-page fucking letter. Or does he do it in installments? I guess he does, because you need something to look forward to every month. Just leaves on a cliffhanger. Well, bye, see you next month, pen pal.
Oh, I can't wait to see how the story ends.
Hey, that would keep me reading a pen pal's letters, I'll be honest with you.
And you'll notice, right off the bat, there's 200% more voice acting in Pandora's / Diabolical Box compared to Curious Village. I guess the success of the first game just allowed them to go a bit more balls to the walls, as it were.
Well, I think they just got a bigger budget, to be fair.
Well,
because obviously they got all the money from Curious Village and were able to funnel it into Pandora's Box. Although I say that, they actually came out really close to each other in Japan. Because Curious Village came out February 15th, 2007 in Japan. And Pandora's Box, or as it's known in Japan, Professor Layton and the Devil's Box, it came out November 29th, 2007 in Japan. So there was really fast turnaround on that front.
I would imagine because, the Layton games are, let's be honest, they look pretty easy to put together. A lot of it is just kind of that visual novel, static kind of talking, and then you bring in the puzzles, which make up the core of the gameplay, and are really easy to just kind of make super fast in, the touchscreen kind of setting. So them coming out one after another pretty quickly is understandable, but fine as long as, again, the story and characters are good.
Please, finish
This definitely will not happen. I am in perfect health. Signed, Andrew Schrader.
Wait a minute. What does it say at the top of this piece of paper I'm writing on? DF note? Oh, Jesus.
This letter was sent 2 days ago.
Now, since we are doing Pandora's Box instead of, our version, the Diabolical Box, we have, again, a different voice actor for Luke. Just looking at bits and pieces of this here and there, not like all the way through, but I just like, the dude is super chipper, man. Like, I get that he is he considered, again, the better or the worst of the two Luke voice actors? Because I know in the American versions, he's different.
So, the UK voice is, I believe, Maria Darling. And in my opinion, Maria Darling is the superior Luke voice, and always will be. It wasn't perhaps until Lost Future that she really hit a stride in terms of the voice. Here she's maybe still a little bit shrieky, but she starts, after the Curious Village, she starts to settle into the role a bit more here, and then she really hits a stride from Lost Future onwards. Lani Minella is the American voice actress for Luke, and I'm just not a fan because it's not an English accent, and it drives me up the wall whenever I hear it.
I guess, she loses points for not being, completely accurate, but I've always pictured Luke sounding a little bit older, at least on the cusp of puberty, and Maria Darling, she's just too high-pitched for that.
Obviously, American Luke has to be deeper, much like American Kirby has to be pissed all the time, you see.
Like, goddamn, Professor Layton, we gotta solve some puzzles, that shit.
Shit, Layton!
So yeah, we got our typical tutorials there. Move using the giant Karibo shoe in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen.
Luke, my dear boy, you remember how to walk, right? I don't know, Professor.
It's not Scrappy Doo, Jesus.
Now, so this is one thing that actually, in recording this again, me and Tom have started to notice. The game is it very much likes to tell you what you're doing. More so than really it should do. It gets perhaps a little bit hand-holdy in terms of telling you everything that's going on. So it's just like, this is how you walk. Now walk. This is how you move.
And they're so proud of that, too. You saw back there, it's like, well, Luke, you've done a really good job. You need a little way work. Oh, I agree, Professor. And I'm like, God, man, just start sucking each other's cock while you're here. Jeez.
Jeez. No. Hopefully we're coming up to a puzzle soon.
I think we are, because generally there's no, you see? Right here. There's always a puzzle that comes up very soon in these games. It's generally always a map as well.
Yeah, that's weird. Alright, are you guys ready for some puzzle-solving action, much like in the first playthrough?
I suppose.
Come on, I've already solved all the bloody puzzles, so...
Nah, whatever. This one will be kind of hard for you to give me an answer to, because it involves, putting stuff in, unique places and, switching stuff around, so you can't really do that in, post-recording.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that now we have to compete and see who can solve the most puzzles. I mean, I ain't keeping track of score, fuck that noise, but, we might as well test our might, intellectual might, if you will.
Well, I think the person who won the puzzle-solving competition was the one who wrote the FAQ that Richie and I used to record the game.
Fair enough.
Pretty much, yes.
There we go, map completed.
I think I know how this lays out. Gosh, she's so she is just so delightfully British. I mean, I can understand the appeal of this particular voice actress for Luke.
I mean, it also helps that she is actually the better voice actress because...
Okay, well, opinions aside...
Yeah, you're getting into the realm of opinions now.
Well, it's basically because she, I would say, instills a little more realistic character in Luke than Minella achieves.
Quick, to the Layton mobile!
I had to remember what the Layton mobile was, because for a brief moment I looked at that double-decker bus and I thought, wow, that car sure got a lot bigger.
Yeah. No, it's just a top hat on wheels, really.
Dude, he should that should be like his cart. If he's ever in Nintendo cart, if they ever make one of those, he should have he drives his own hat. Which is kind of metaphysical when you think about it, but I think it would work.
Well, no, he has to drive the Layton mobile.
Well, you've got no imagination, Richie, no imagination whatsoever. I'm surprised he doesn't have a trophy or something in Smash. Feel free to correct me on that, though.
I'm pretty sure he does, I think. I know there were a lot of rumors of him showing up in Smash 4, and then the voice actor had to go on Twitter and goes, no, I don't think so.
Oh, well. Puzzle number 2. Find out where or which flat Schrader is living in. Can you guess, Helldragon?
Oh god, no, I gotta read the text actually
Too
really
late.
fast. Dude, that's like 5 seconds. I don't have enough time. Come on.
Mate, in that 5 seconds, Layton will have solved 10 puzzles.
That's true. He's like the Flash in terms of puzzle solving.
Yes, it's because every puzzle has an answer.
Getting the cliches out of the way right at the start of the playthrough. We're not even into the game proper yet. This is the prologue.
Yes, and it's up until things actually starting to happen, it's a bit of a slow prologue, I feel.
It's mostly just, bopping around London, a lot of talking, whereas in Curious Village, you're literally right into St. Mystere and, getting to grips with the mystery.
Pretty sure they realised after this to do pretty much the same thing. Because I'm pretty sure, well, I can't quite remember fully, but I'm pretty sure that Lost Future leaps into things quite quickly as well, as do all of the other Layton games. I think it was just here they thought people might be a little bit confused, because they would have heard the success of the original game and thought, well, we'll try and leap into this one, and then gotten a little bit lost.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Boy, Professor, I forgot about that giant trunk I've been carrying around. Thanks for reminding me what was in it.
Okay. Yeah, you may want to reconsider your opinion about the American voice actress, Richy.
Clearly, I'm the best one for Luke.
Oh no, Professor, it's a chav! Run away! Alright, touch the postbox, a traditional Englishman pastime.
I'm pretty sure that'll get you arrested in some states over here.
No, we've got the hint coins, and you remember what hint coins are for, don't you, Helldragon?
Hint coins can be used for hints?
Exactly!
Good, yes, exactly what I meant.
Well, it was a good job you took the whole, it does what it says on the tin kind of approach to solving that quandary.
I have to say, you did take far too long to come to that answer. I'm going to have to dock you about 20 picker-rats.
I was distracted by the chav, I'm sorry.
So yeah, 100% does include all the hint coins and whatnot. This won't be like a Hellfire playthrough's Curious Village scenario, where I got 100% except for one bloody hint coin.
Yeah, well, Tom,
Uh-huh.
you say that now. We haven't finished recording the footage yet.
Still all to play for, folks.
Yeah, we are doing this on the edge, ladies and gentlemen. And will they finish the playthrough with 100% hit coins? Will something happen along the way? Stay tuned at HellfireComms.
How are we actually going to get into Dr. Schrader's flat? Because knowing him and his colleagues, they love puzzles, so it's not going to be as simple as just putting a key into a lock and then turning it.
Well, I imagine it should be, considering the fact that he lives there. His, food is in there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it could be as simple as doing something a little bit different, but that would spoil the puzzle, perhaps. So, I feel the thing is it's going to be a bit of a locked room puzzle, I feel.
Ah, yes. I get it. It's a door, Luke. It's a door.
Thank you, Professor. I noticed that, yes.
Okay, Helldragon, you have to guess which of these keys will fit in the lock and unlock the door correctly. Are you ready?
Can't you just try them all in sequence and see which one fits?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Oh, how about, is there like a mat where you look for the key underneath it, or is that too obvious?
No, I just want you to pick the correct key and do it very quickly, please.
The key is your mind.
Which one? Pick now.
You have to flip the bottom one around and then stick it in that way.
Let's see, shall we? You are correct, sir.
Yo! See, I told you I have a brain.
You totally remembered that from watching the non-com version years ago, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I swear, I actually legitimately guessed that super fast.
Don't patronize me. Puzzle answer.
Remember, Luke, you're an idiot, and I'll have to tell you how to do it.
Well, at least it's not as patronising as bloody, Lost Futures puzzle answers and whatnot. It's like, they expect you to understand tricks and deception.
Well, this is true, but then again, you should have learned by that point how to notice them, but oh dear, Professor Strader's kinda dead.
How could this have happened?
And thus begins the start of Layton's rage.
Oh no, it was the T-Rex in the background. It's coming for Luke now.
Oh, okay, that's who did it.
The Elysian Box did this to Dr. Schrader when he opened it.
I honestly don't know, Luke. But that can wait. Right now, we need to notify the police.
Who's gonna believe that a fucking T-Rex skeleton killed a professor? That's just far too outlandish.
You have to get, like, the Ghostbusters for that kind of thing, I would think.
Yeah.
Well, you see, this is the thing. They're gonna go to the police of this version of London.
Train ticket.
And as we are aware, they're not exactly the brightest bunch in the city.
Wasn't there a dude we met in the last game, or was that, like, someone else in disguise?
I think that was the latter, yes.
Yes, that was Don Paolo in the disguise of a Mr. I think it was Inspector Chelmy?
Yes.
Oh,
Very
spoilers.
strange indeed.
Oh, come on, if people are watching this, they'd better have damn well watched Curious Village. They follow on from one another.
I guess. That's very hypocritical coming from you, Mr. I played the endgame of this first and then went back to Curious Village.
I never played the end game for this first. I just saw it on a video.
Okay.
And it was just one particular cutscene right at the end, which was incredibly epic and was not what I was expecting from this type of game.
Speaking of cutscenes,
Excuse me.
yeah, the body still has a wallet.
Hey, it's you!
Well, Inspector Chelmy's the name. You two found the body, did you?
You piece of shit, you're mine!
No, Luke.
Getting at all these wrinkles, you look very old. I'm sorry, I've got to do something right away.
Ah, yes, the London Cockney. Perfect for getting those wrinkles out.
Also, I have to say, I do like how Luke was just like, it's Don Paolo, let's rip his face off. Oh, shit.
Yeah, love a little bit of continuity, so I do.
Yes. Although I have to say, Chelmy has a very elasticated face to be able to be pulled at that length.
Well, one, that's flesh. Flesh tends to bend a little bit. And two, I'm remembering now that in the last game, Don Paolo's hair formed the curve of Chemley's shoulders.
Paolo, how can you still not pronounce that correctly?
I don't give a fuck, but the point is...
Oh, I'm on the Don Paolo diet, alright? It's awesome.
I mean, it makes me think about how the man was able to ape, like, Chimley's head, considering he had to basically kind of scrunch down a little bit. So, I don't know.
So if I understand correctly, you keep a child around as an apprentice, do you?
Ooh.
And then he gets arrested.
Oh, Jesus. Professor Layton in the 9 to 10 years.
Like I said.
I don't think that's, the right thing to say right now, Luke.
Well, it's really none of my concern. I have a crime scene that needs my attention. Clear a path, will you? But of course.
T-Rex, what did you see?
Nothing, I'm dead, ha.
All right.
Well, also, he's not really complete, so he's not got any legs from the looks of things. He's just sort of hanging there, so I'm sure we wouldn't be able to see anything anyway.
Let's see.
He's clearly flying, Richie. Look, he's a fucking specter, a lost specter, if you will. You know?
What was the cross?
So, there's a few things we need to take into account here. Number 1, Dr. Schrader. Dead? Question mark? Number 2, we found a ticket for the Voluntary Express. Number 3, no sign of this Elysian Box.
And also, apparently no way of entering or exiting the room because the door's locked. And they're on the 8th story, so how the hell is anyone going to get out of that?
Superpowers. Duh.
Yeah, all Brits are basically like Mary Poppins and can pull out a flying umbrella in a pinch.
Ah, yeah, didn't you know?
Well, I mean, you say that. There is a certain character who I believe has in the past used a flying umbrella to escape.
The penguin?
Well,
No!
Don Paolo, mate. Don Paolo.
Don Paella.
See, even you
No.
can't fucking say his name.
No, we're just mocking you, it's fine.
We're just going to come up with new and insane ways of mispronouncing his name just to take the piss, really.
Damn, Luke, you're looking a bit pissy there, mate. You alright?
I'm bloody pissed, Professor.
Oh, Helldragon, your attempt at an English accent's just hilarious.
I know, that's the point of the joke.
I tell you, nowadays.
Although, to be fair, I can't really do Cockney myself.
Yeah, you're too posh for that, too middle class.
Yeah, it's like certain accents I can do. Cockney's not really one of them.
Ah, come on, let's get down to a mystery. I want to do another puzzle. Oh my god!
I told you it was the T-Rex! I told you guys!
It's a scaled-down model of a Kronosaurus.
Professor Schrader's lived with that Kronosaurus model for pretty much however long he's been in here, or however long he's had it. Highly doubt that that's going to terrify him to death, considering he'll have seen it every day for God knows how many years.
Oh, it turns out he healed over and died when he saw this cable bill that he owed. Oh, that's a terrible number, I can see why.
Oh, fucking talk is like gouging me again, goddamn.
Well, you're right about that. I don't understand it at all.
I don't get it, Professor.
Was it? No? Ah, yes, Layton.
There's so much voice acting in this game, I'm honestly shocked.
It's kind of weird they crammed it all into this scene. I mean, it's an important scene, but still, it seems like the other parts of the game are going to feel a little thin in comparison.
Well, I think it's because... So what they ended up doing was whenever there is a very plot-important cutscene, that's when they bring the voice acting in. Largely because that way you can tell that it's important.
Yeah.
Because you hear the voice and you're just like, I've really got to pay attention to this.
What do you mean, Professor?
Study your surroundings, Luke.
Oh, here we go. I sense a puzzle approaching.
I will point out, you are able to look around the entire room to be able to solve this puzzle, but I asked Tom, do you want the quick way or the long way around this? And he said, let's go the quick way, so we went the quick way.
Now, do you want me to solve it? Because I think I know the answer.
Okay.
I think it's the window.
I believe you are probably partially correct.
Partially? I should be 100% correct. Please redraw your circle.
Oh man, it was a correct circle to begin with. I'm drawing with a stylus, okay? So yeah, the clue was the tattered curtain, wasn't it, Richard?
Yes, because basically you are right in the fact that it is the window, but the clue that would lead you to the window is the tattered curtain, because obviously it's clearly been ripped and then used, and clearly they then went out of the open window.
What exactly does this have to do with my crime scene?
Chelmy, I know you don't like them degrees and all that, but, being a detective takes a little bit more work than just the whole, oh, he saw a dinosaur and he fell over and died. That's it. That's all I have to do.
I just want to go home and have some of my wife's wonderful cakes.
Nice bit of memory there, Tom.
Oh yeah. I'm all about continuing characterization, mate.
I believe was it Amelia's cakes?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, yes. Sound as a pound. I was just about to propose the same idea myself.
Like shit you were.
I'm 11 and even I think you're full of shit.
I don't believe our friend the Inspector will be of much help to us.
No.
I believe he's an idiot, Luke.
And I conduct a little investigation of our own.
Professor, look! There's something in Dr. Schrader's hand!
It's a shiv. Watch out.
I do hope they realise that Inspector Chelmy is still right here and he can probably hear them.
Yeah, he's looking right at them.
Tampering with the evidence is still kind of illegal, last time I checked, so...
Okay, we have 3 mysteries so far. Schrader himself, the ticket, and the torn-up photograph. What could it be depicting?
Hey, what's the big idea? You can't just point evidence in a crime scene.
See, I told you.
Also, it'd be far too simple if we were able to solve this puzzle really quickly. So the mystery's going to be lasting until pretty much near the end of the game.
Well, I kind of know what it is now, so...
Well, I mean, that is true, but you see the whole fact that it's torn, that's what kind of is going to be the mystery.
I hate being locked out of crime scenes. They're my favourite kind of scenes.
You can have more mysteries after you finished your meat.
Yeah, that seems very likely, Luke.
I mean, who would not want a thing called the Elysian Box?
Depends on what's inside it, though, because isn't it rumoured to kill whoever opens it?
Well, I mean, yes, that's true, which is why it's been nicknamed Pandora's Box.
It turns out there's just like a hand with a gun inside, and it's all folded up, and he opens up and just points you in the face and shoots.
Ah, Enigma! Why, yes, I do want a Layton JoJo crossover. Why do you ask?
Because it's not a good idea.
Well, we've left London now. We'll leave the stupid crossover ideas behind.
Mysteries happen a lot on trains, now that I think about it. I mean, it happened in Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, it may have happened here. There's a lot of fucking mystery trains, you know what I'm saying?
It's just prime, like, mystery novel location, really.
Well, exactly. Enclosed space, only a certain number of people there. It's prime. It's brilliant.
Alright guys, come back later today when we cover the first chapter of the game. Bye for now.